Hello guys, welcome back. Now I haven't talked a lot about homebrew games in a while, and this is one that kind of got my attention. It is a homebrew, NES homebrew called Lizard that is recently done a Kickstarter. It's only asking $12,000 for the Kickstarter. It's already basically at $10,600 at this point. It's only $1,400 away from its goal, 16 days left. This game is going to reach its goal. Well, the most interesting thing about this game, not only is it an NES homebrew game, or you could also get the game for Mac and PC, depending on obviously what you want to donate for. Now, to get a copy of just the game itself, it's $55 on Kickstarter, or if you want a manual in a box, then that's $70 total. Again, if you want the game manual box, it's $70, just the cartridge $55. But it is interesting because this is a reptilian, or lizard, I don't know what I want to call it, reptilian is lizard. Basically, interesting about lizard is you're a kid who basically, or a guy who switches lizards, right? So you can, as you walk through level, you see another lizard, you can switch from that lizard to another lizard. But basically, this is a platformer with basically an open-ended exploratory platformer in the sense that there are loads of locations to explore, power-ups, which are in the form of lizard suits. And again, this looks like an 8-bit game. This looks like an NES game, though it looks like an NES game on a really cool side. When you see the animation of him switching costumes, like, wow, that's something I would have never thought of on the NES. Again, this is a new NES game, homebrew game. Again, this takes, takes after a lot of exploratory games, of like Metroid and stuff like that. And so, if you're into platformers on the NES, this is definitely one to look into. Clearly, he's going to reach his goal. And maybe, again, clearly he's reaching his goal. And, of course, maybe you don't have an NES. Maybe you want to play on Mac and PC. If you do want to try the game out, there is a demo Lizard available on Kickstarter with a big chunk of the game to play. So if you just want to play the game, definitely go check out the article below. There's a link to the Kickstarter, and you can definitely go try the game if you want to try it first. But to me, platformers are probably one of the bigger things I think I played on the NES in the day. And to see a new platformer come around, though some people would say 55 for just a cartridge is a little high. Again, this is one guy, Brad Smith, made the game on his own and just needs the money to finish it up. He's already put his own money into it, and he just needs the money to finish the game. He has goals depending on if he exceeds. There's a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 goal. So, in case he does succeed past the $12,000 he originally needs. But again, I love seeing these homebrew games for these systems. I'm just wondering, we're getting to, and it's funny, when you talk about like systems like the NES, we're getting into a period now of, around 5 years. Some people have been collecting NES. Maybe it's been 3 years, 4 from on YouTube. And we're getting to the point where they've either got all the games they want, or they've gotten the games they want, and the other games they really want are out of their price range, that maybe at some point these people will start collecting the homebrew games to have more stuff for the system. And eventually we will see these games being more sought after than they are now. One of the reasons why you see a lot of homebrew games, like when you once see them like this, if they're successfully kickstarted or successfully funded and they come out, you have to get them right away, because if you don't, when the run's over and you can't get any more, those things go for a lot of money on eBay, because there is a low print run, and there are a lot of collectors for, like, for example, the NES, and you have to get it before the price goes up. So, what do you think about Lizard? Do you think this kind of platform is cool? Would this be something you're interested in to play on your Nintendo Entertainment System? Or are you simply not interested in the homebrew community? I'm definitely interested in the homebrew. It's just a lot of times, they always come around when I don't have the money to like buy or pre-order these homebrew games. But that's something I definitely always keep track, because I would like to, get some in the collection at some point. Anyway, love to hear your guys' opinions like always. Thanks for liking, favoriting, subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I'll make another video soon.